Wait, I was reading. It's Zechariah chapter 12 and verse 10. It says, "And I will pour upon the house of David and upon the inhabitants of Jerusalem the spirit of grace and of supplications, and they shall look upon me whom they have pierced, and they shall mourn for him as one mourning."
No, this is talking about Esau, because remember the children of Israel didn't pierce it, right? Neither Esau wasn't there, and Esau no more. Right? They're talking about the children of Israel gonna look upon the body.
Yeah.
Right? Go ahead.
Look upon whom they have pierced, and they shall mourn for him as one mourning for his only son, and shall be in bitterness for him as one that is in bitterness for his born.
Right. So they're gonna see it.
Yeah, I want to know, because I don't want to get like an image of a powerful man. He's floating lying down. He will be dwelling among people, but you're gonna see by his, like the scripture says, by his stripes we were healed. So that's gonna be the also remembrance. Right? Because remember the next Passover is the Yahushua giving you redeemed.
Right.
You know? So they're gonna also it's a sign. It's not that it's not like you're viewing a carved at a funeral.
Can't.
Go to the museum, kids. Yeah, it's not like that. You know, you can see the man himself.
What the elders them have said. Well, this is how I've learned it, is that they're gonna literally have a body, the same body, that they're gonna view it
On display.
They're gonna watch it, right? Because remember, that body is not your Yahushua body.
Yeah.
He's given the heavenly body, because it's the same body where where they beat. That's the one where they was taken up. Because remember where they looked, the scripture said they looked for a body, but it wasn't there.
It wasn't there.
Right? So the same body that with all of the bruise and every details will be right there. So Israel gonna look upon that body, see what the Lord went through, and we're gonna mourn. It's gonna be awful.
Yeah.
You have to put out the body after he had returned.
Right.
And the disciples, they went to check.
Right.
And
Put up.
that makes perfect sense, because remember scripture says flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of heaven. So all these bodies never change. So even though Thomas could have touched Yahushua woman things, as Yahushua go up into the chariot when he's doing this come through, guess what? He put on the walk immortal.
Right.
Because one of the things you will find that even in the book of Revelation, you would never find at no time that John described the nail and that was in his foot.
Yeah.
You understand? Because the body was changed.
You
You understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
So stand corrected. No, even in where I was think about it in Revelation.
I understand what you were saying though.
Okay. No, that's the thought I had. Alright? Because in Revelation 5, when it says a lamb has lifted has been slain, which is figurative.
Correct.
Alright? But it was talking about in two different times. Going back to time again.
A precept. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 1. It says, "We know that if our earthly house of this tabernacle were dissolved, we have a building of Yahweh, a house not made with hands, eternal in the heavens."
That's right.
Right? And this goes toward the elect. You know, we got a spiritual house, a spiritual body that the Most High has just left us when we go back to just, down back in the body.
That's right.
But after the laws and statutes and commandments enter into the, guess what? We can get access to both bodies. You know, it goes on to say, "For in this we groan earnestly, desiring to be clothed upon with our house, which is from heaven." You know, so this is what we look for. So put on the glorious bodies.
Yep.
That's why you're not gonna feel tired, you're not gonna feel weak.
Can't.
Be like the angels, as the scripture said.
Remember, the body had to change, because when you go into where they call space, it will destroy the body. It's like a plane.
It's not made for older.
Right, it wasn't made for this. So the body needs to change. Right, because remember the scripture said that when you die, you're going back to the Father,
That's right.
Going back different, right? I mean, they talk about Enoch. They tell you about
Elisha.
Elijah,
Mm-hmm.
right? There was a reason why the clothes fell off because the body changed. And this is what Apostle was saying is that Apostle Taha was saying is that men putting up these pictures and whatever is it, but really and truly, this is not how we're gonna be looked in the kingdom. This is not how we're gonna dress in the kingdom. So the clothes have to leave here. What's earthly got to leave? The body gonna literally have to change.
Right.
But remember, Yahweh Shai had the power when he stand in the midst that he could appear and still say, touch me, feel me, this is me. I still have this body here to show you that this is me.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Show that he's alive
Like
forevermore.
for instance, today we don't need to see me. I don't need to see the body that Yahweh Shai was beaten and all of it, but it had to be shown to us, right? What I'm saying is that we all, the scripture say, though ye see me not with bodily eyes, yet will ye believe me.
That's right.
We still believe in it. You understand? But hey,
The word body itself basically means a case.
a case in a house, yeah.
Right? So it's basically this one is being shed. So
Yeah.
basically the inner man will go on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because technically, right, according to the scripture, that when we go into the kingdom, right, we're gonna see all of we reincarnation. There's books written about us. There's records. The book of Ezekiel tell you there's records
Chronicles.
in heaven, chronicles, right? Where all of the lives that we reincarnate, when we was with Yahweh Shai, when we fell as a giant, coming all the way up to the man that we're gonna die, or the body change. Come on, man. It's gonna be right there.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Yep.
Yeah, you get it.
Yeah, can.
Y'all understand, right?
Yeah, I can.
Give me some one second, I just saw it. 15 slack here.
Okay.
Yeah, jump to. Let me see. Second is just 15. I know you.
15.
At,
6. No.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah, you read 6, right?
Jump.
And
Jump to 15.
yeah, and then jump to about 15.
Alright. Alright. This is second.
Jump to 40, right?
Okay. This is second Edges chapter 15 and verse 6. For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole world, the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Jumping down to verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draw it nigh.
Yep.
And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another.
They say what? For there shall be what? Sedition among men and invading one another. Right? And this is what you see going on right now.
That's right.
All right, with AT. You know, that's sedition among men. Right? For matter of fact, let me just look up the word sedition, right? Sedition. The word sedition means organized incitement of rebellion or civil disorder against authority or the state, usually by speech or writing, insurrection or rebellion. All right, and this we see happening whereby a former police officer, all right, organized what this whole revolt against the leaders of the country. You understand? And set up the gang. You know, so that's what you're gonna see happening right through. You see?
Yeah, this is the Guardian, right? This is an article that's released. Just a minute. Yeah. It was released 12th of March this year, right? It says Haiti, what caused the gang violence and will end it now? Slack here. Haiti, what caused the gang violence and will it end now? the prime minister has quit, right? So the prime minister of Haiti quit the job, stepped down from the power that Esau giving,
You got choice out of that, they lock you out of the country.
The airports are closed.
Yeah, they close the airports.
Uh-huh.
They're not allowing me to come in because Esau been raping and robbing Haiti a long time now. And one of the things too is that, remember, Haiti was the first colony to revolt against
The French.
Yeah,
French.
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
They started a rebellion against the white supremacy. So since then, guess what? Esau got the foot on the place. Haiti got a lot of resources, but people don't benefit from none.
Yeah, because Esau got a UN in there and different things, fucking up the place, the hurricanes and whatnot, and the puppet leaders that he set up. Hence the term prime minister, not a president or a king.
Before this man that get locked out there, around COVID time, they had a guy that was president there or prime minister there, and guess what they do? They assassinate him.
That's right.
And when you look at it, is they get some Colombians and some Cubans, and they said it was paid by the U.S. government to do it because it wasn't into what they wanted.
Yeah.
And one of the things that they was pushing them was juice the whole country.
Yeah.
So after then, Haiti in a
Uproar.
before then, from then to now, it get worse.
Yeah.
Uproar and they get worse.
Yeah, well, this is what the article going into, right? It says, after 2 weeks of violence and chaos, Ariel Henry has announced his resignation. Here's all you need to know. It says, Haiti's prime minister has announced his intention to resign after politically connected gangs sowed chaos in the country's capital for over the past 2 weeks, storming prisons, seizing control of the port, torching dozens of shops and police stations, and laying siege to the international airport. A special forces officer turned gang kingpin called Jimmy Barbecue Cherizier, however you pronounce it, Barbecue, right? Had said the criminal, just ain't hear a song, but though. They only got song with Pablo Escobar, no man sing song, but
Barbecue.
Barbecue. Speaking of barbecue.
Yeah.
It says, had said the criminal props, Slacker, Barbecue had said the criminal group's mission was to overthrow the country's unpopular leader, Ariel Henry, and liberate its 11.7 million citizens from anti-democratic rule.
Haiti got a large population there.
Yeah.
And this sedition by and what the Apostle Nellos deemed this year, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble,
That's right.
right? And this just a trickle effect. Starts with Haiti and them other nations. Soon they might get uproars in other Caribbean countries, Guyana. I don't know how long it takes for Guyana finally wake up and see that ExxonMobil bleed in this country.
Yeah, if I can say real quick, don't be surprised if this whole teachers protesting thing escalates into a brawl or something.
Right? It says Henry, who is also acting president, was in Kenya when the gang's onslaught began on 29th of February and has been unable to return to Port-au-Prince. His backers in the U.S. government are reported to have urged him to stand aside. Speaking from Puerto Rico in a video address on Monday, Henry said his government would resign and urged the people to remain calm until a transitional council could be formed, but he gave no time frame.
No, I ain't watching the news, right? Recently, before all this, Issa been trying to get to muster up support to send troops into Haiti.
That's right.
Um, that is African country. He paying how much soldiers to go to send troops in to maintain order. But we know that Issa going for your own thing. Haiti got this they got this they got this mineral similar to uranium.
Yeah.
A whole mountain of it, and that is mined it out.
Yeah.
You know, and Issa is going as missionaries and kind out goals and stuff.
That's right.
The cholera outbreak that happened in Haiti when the whole excavation, when the whole
Investigation.
finished, they find out it was the same set of people that got on human rights mission that carried them.
Damn. See? And Esau, they just goes to show Esau's the plague of this earth, buddy. Notice? Yeah. There was a video years ago where this guy, I think from Trinidad, or one of them idols, was saying, why is it that they come into a nation and offering free, so-called free medical stuff? You know, there got to be something. When has our enemies ever had our best interest? Something along the line with the guy was saying, right? So he was encouraging people not to go and do no free dental, free blood tests, and so forth, because them same samples they studying your blood and figuring out how to break it down. Well said, huh?
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
People is left America and come here for do sort of things that is expensive. But you going to do it for free?
Yeah.
Maybe the scripture say because of injuries and
There it is.
injury, right? The kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Yeah.
Right? So in these latter times, like we got Jacob trouble, this is the thing you can find that Jacob start popping up against because it's been long. Right? That for instance the island gas sector. Alright? The workers is mostly Jake. The men that putting in the hard labor and the hard work on these sides. Right? Around the world.
Yeah.
Alright? And they get being paid little to nothing. Alright, when you check the breakdowns of these contracts and so on, is usually, right, a company, or just saying, and not even saying that's the correct money, might be given, well, say 50,000 to pay a man a day, alright? And they're going to break it down so until it's just like 5,000. This is how small they would break it down.
Yeah.
You get to pay like 5,000 a day.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is what they're doing all around the place, and that's why you got people who going on strike. Unions raising up saying they're not going to work and these different things.
Yeah.
Right? Until a rebellion. Barbecue, he was an officer. He was in the system. Alright? So I show a lot of officers like yourself, right? They come together and form this gap.
Yeah.
You understand? Because when you read the news, they outgun the police.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right? So it's stuff like that when we said they shall not regard the king. So all these things people gonna is uproar and they will be against nation against nation. And you know the nations gonna have argue for Jacob because all other nations they're afraid of us.
Yeah.
Alright? So England it can be a lockdown and try to punish right through.
Yeah, jumping back at 2 Ezra 15. It says 2 Ezra 15 and 15. For the sword and the destruction draw at night, one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hand. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their own power, like we see now.
Yeah.
Right? Go ahead.
Right?
Yeah.
Not only they're afraid of us because hey, we not afraid right now because we don't have power.
That's right.
The correct term we want to use is that they hate us.
That's right.
Alright? So this is where exactly it is. You know, people talking today around the world that hey, there's no such thing as racialism. Right? Or you know, black against black, these things back then, forget about it. But they were well alive. Right? These people know exactly what to do.
And it's prophesied to her.
Looking there, and the estate run by predominantly Indians. So guess what? Every time they strike, 90% of the thing they ask for, they get it.
Yeah.
The teachers, majority, 90% is Jake. When they strike, guess what? They tell them, hey, we ain't got money. You know, them ain't got money for the teachers, but they got money to give to CARICOM. Because even to CARICOM now, looking to help Haiti in some kind of way. Right? So you might even see that CARICOM send troops into Haiti too to restore order.
Yeah, and this is where they actually had the CARICOM
Yeah, they had a emergency meeting
and this
in
America
Jamaica.
and this is what America was saying at that same meeting. Right? I know in the article, they got an article from Al Jazeera and they got a video. You know, then they actually was playing it. America saying no force. The mission of bringing a military back up or force is to restore safety for the Asian citizens. Because what they say they're going into is basically for against the terrorists. You know? It's just like the same thing when you say you can bring the biometric chip over here is to chip criminals and to keep update on them.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
that way back to the citizens. Alright?
Yeah, preach up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get it. Yeah, what's up? This is Malachi 2 and verse 1. It says, "And now, O ye priests, this commandment is for you. If you will not hear, and if you will not lay it to heart, to give glory unto my name, said Yahweh, power of hosts, I will even send a curse upon you, and I will curse your blessing. Yea, I have cursed them already, but ye do not lay it to heart."
Right? So the Haitians are the Levites, right? Which are the priests. And this is the curse that the Most High sent upon the Haitians because they're not carrying out the duties. So it's gonna get worse, like the scripture says. Judgment shall begin at the house of Yahweh first, right? So they can go through a lot of trouble and so forth, yeah. Yeah, you got that.
It said, what happened is that remember they had the priestly article, alright, and they've been mingling witchcraft and
That's right.
everything. Like in the time of Force Kings, that's when the strangers enter into the land. You know they mix up foreign custom. Which was going on, right? And even though
They welcome it,
right? So the punishment. Remember, we paying for subject to payment for the sins back then. So it's not only now because it's not Levite in the priest right now, right? It's still not from Judah right through the tribe. Right? Is the men of the Lord come back.
Started with Yahushua.
Yeah. Because of what happened back then, even until this day, this is why like we still on this side is going through the payment.
Subject to payment.
Subject to payments. Paying for the Israel and the whole. It's paying with. Right? But the elect is marked with
Tower.
being received.
Yep, and this is why it said, "I encourage their blessing," because it was their blessing to deal directly with the Most High, but now they're dealing with left hand. The Most High take the blessing away from them. It says, "Behold, I will corrupt your seeds and spread dung upon your faces, even the dung of your solemn feasts, and Salakia, and one shall take you away with it."
And there was a time when they used to eat mud cakes or mud pies.
Still, yeah.
Still, well, yeah. I guess more than ever. But but it's an old video we saw back then, and this is when the hurricane hit them.
Earthquake.
Yeah, earthquake. And what they used to do is take scraps of food and mix it with dirt and put it out in the sun and eat it. Because there's a curse that the Most High supposed the Levites would get bountiful blessings and offerings, which is food and cattle and whatnot. Now the Most High got them eating dung. Yeah. They would used to live in the suburbs and whatnot. Now they're all cramped up on the one island. It says 11.7 million.
And it's more than that.
And it's more than that. This is the estimation, right? On the half of the island. all them banging at Dominico, our brother Dominico.
Simeon,
Simeon, right?
We read in Genesis 4,
Part 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
They also they
Simeon and Levi,
Yeah.
witchcraft.
Well together.
all right? And you know, and they even prove, right, in the time of Hosea the king, when he carried the people out, is that Levi priest between there as well.
Yeah.
All right. So
Right.
even until this time, it proves, right? Because Dominican they shut out the border because of the political what they got platform that's set today of today.
Yeah.
But what is basically Jake didn't realize that on the island itself is
all we
one
got.
trouble. Is Jacob trouble? It can be one thing.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
these different small countries they realize what going on. Remember the scripture says if Satan fight against Satan,
Yeah.
right? The kingdom can't stand, and this is what's going on, right? So I know it's coming to end. So we're coming with the great wrath,
That's right.
all right? A lot of people just watching, and this is the thing with people today. Got people in the position whereby just it happening over there is not here,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? But they can soon find out it's something common.
Shall be trouble in every place.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because the same one of the things I've mentioned is that the same is it CARICOM,
Mhm.
CARICOM, right? The Caribbean community, which it can be a backfiring. Because the other day when Guyana wanted to back up from Venezuela, you understand? Because Venezuela in the Caribbean,
Yeah.
you understand? Everybody they put head and so on and yet now you're gonna find when one country in certain difficulty, some gonna pull out, some might pull out, hey, we was for you on this area and this with the confusion. So the same CARICOM itself done.
Yeah.
So you're gonna find so you don't make any movement come, which he already is because he and CARICOM and he got a big seat and directing show in the CARICOM.
Yeah. It was his idea.
Anthony Blinken was in the same emergency meeting that they kept. But look at this, Guyana is a part of CARICOM and Haiti also. But showing racialism does exist. Now in 2019, a lot of Haitians used to travel to Guyana because one thing with CARICOM is get free travel from CARICOM countries to CARICOM countries. So a lot of Haitians used to come here, and then from here they would be able to go to Suriname, they would go to and then break through to Europe,
Central America, yeah.
Brazil, and gone through. Now, when the people government take office, one first thing they do is to ban Haitians from coming to Guyana. Now, if a Haitian want to come to Guyana, they gotta get a visa, and in CARICOM, they aren't supposed to be. Now it turned around now that Guyana government now is the head of CARICOM because it has changed like every 5 months, 6 months. And he's saying now that the God do more for Haitians, but you don't ban them. So it's just showing you the double standard in the leaders, you know.
And the hatred for Jake too, because they know what they're doing.
Because remember time we thought some Haitians would come and they locked them up somewhere in Barbies like about a week or two, and it had protests and all these kind of things. And look, which are the same people, we just to show you how Iran this thing.
Let some Indian nationals come now.
You don't see them doing it to the Spanish though, because why? They believe that the Spanish closer to them.
Yeah.
But you know they're gonna come to us too.
They're gonna learn.
Yeah.
So you like ask coach, you know, between two borders.
No, that's
No, not
Ishikar.
Ishikar, right? Which Ephraim basically representing North.
Oh, Detroit.
Yeah.
North.
Right? So what I'm trying to say is that they can be some on the dam, they can speak up because Judah be the one who will rouse up.
Yeah.
They can rouse up first because all these things will start mainly in the Northland, America. Then you're gonna find it trickling down. That's why you ask the question like why it's not happening yet in Guyana and so on. Understand with the truth start first, like according to prophecy, and other things gonna ripple down and happen around the world and be a
And that's why the most I put Esau find island we backyard because they're gonna instigate a lot of wars.
which can bring all nations that drink of our poison and fornication.
That's right.
The blood of the prophets all way obey.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? We should drunk him with the blood of the prophets. Way obey.
That's right.
So this, you see again, it's who's doing this thing? You know, Babylon, the great America.
That's right.
Alright, so all these nations that drink, she now setting up shit. It's like she's setting these countries up as states of America. That's why you're gonna find in the CARICOM some
Provinces.
yeah, can't provinces they can contradict with the CARICOM. You understand? Because Guyana ain't only CARICOM, it's also America. You understand? With the contract and so on is being bought over.
Yeah.
So we in this area it's like they're doing Pakistan with 3 different groups. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So it's exactly what we're doing.
CARICOM, they're part of NATO, you know, they can't all over the place.
It's like they're policing everybody, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So they drink Guyana, so they drink American poison and America like a whore. She all over the place. Guyana trying to
Spreading your legs.
doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, land the many water. No, she has so much water.
Yeah.
Figuratively speaking.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this I jump to verse 8. It says, "But ye are departed out of my way, ye have caused many to stumble at the law,
Mm-hmm.
ye have corrupted the covenant of Levi, said Yahweh of hosts. Therefore have I also made ye contemptible and base before all the people."
Yeah, before we put that as well. These immigrants that gone into America, you understand, fleeing, remember before it was, I believe it was Puerto Rican, Mexican, Puerto Rican, and Cuban,
Yeah.
right? Of Venezuelans too. That they had, like, they're saying that these is jail, certain jail boards that they lose. Right? Likewise, you're going to find people fleeing same Haiti to go to America. Right?
It does happen.
Not happening right now.
Exactly. It's especially in this time too that they end up in the crisis. Right? Yeah. So, like again, all this thing is, you know, America, and then it rippled down. You know? You know, around the world you're gonna find it starts out the fire shall be offset.
Mm-hmm.
So you know fires work. One house of fire, you gotta start showing what all the rest that's around it. Because what they can catch too.
That's right.
The fire done set. And who won't turn it back?
Right.
Right? Prophecy must come forward.
Mm-hmm.
Can. Right? And the word it say, let me just read it back. It says, "But ye are departed of Salakia." It says, verse 9, "Therefore I also made ye contemptible and base before all the people." And base means what? The lowest.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You know, and that's why they say Haiti is the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. Something like that.
Trying to be that thing enough.
Yeah, can. You know, and Mosai, you know, basically punish them to be at the bottom because why? They was
At the
dear
top.
to the Mosai, all right, and they are corrupted his ways. But which does speak to the whole of Israel too, you know. 'Cause, hey, we was close to the Mosai, all the tribes, and what the Mosai put we at the bottom now. But you know, just to say those the Asians, right, which is the Levites, they got it worse than the rest of the tribes, you know.
No, I didn't too, right? Like for instance, they got certain people with doctorate and however that got, you know, the subjects, so-called subjects in Haiti. They come over this side, they work in things like aisle girls and aisle boy cleaners and security service. Right? So all is like extra force and blessings. So wherever they
Become a base.
when they go out of place is really truly a fight down.
Yep.
They ain't being acknowledged for nothing. They come over here, so they even with the relationship. Hey, you look at the Haitian woman, people talking shit like, hey, that woman ain't good for doing and stuff like that.
Exactly, and that's what contemptible going into, because when you contempt something means to, you know, make it seem small, you know, or like something, you know, and basically like you were saying, nobody don't really take them serious. There's a lot of like stereotypes about Asians and things, you know.
government pay them collect, but yet still they get, you know. But that's the course. That's the course again. First.
So no.
Yeah, more there or back in the article.
Yeah, can just a little bit more. It says, according as ye have not kept my ways, but have been partial in the law.
That's right, that's right. Yeah, so clearly you see that they're being partial because for the prime minister, there was a time when all the leaders and the sorcerers and the church leaders and so forth was coming together for pray for Haiti. Now the place worse than before. I remember that. When them all was coming together for pray. Even
And
in
the
the,
voodoo
even
priests,
other Caribbean
everybody.
nations was coming together for pray for Haiti.
Yeah, and send aid and whatnot.
Yeah, with the other song, we shall rise.
Dang. So now it's worse than before, which shows. And the brother from GMS Watchmen put out a video showing that no matter how you twist and turn, you could call him name a JC how much you want. He ain't gonna answer you, right?
Yep.
Because the call on Satan, the call on them spirit of the ancestors, the call on JC, the call on the Muslim God, right? But being called on Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shine, and just shows that the Most High word is true. The Most High saying exactly what happened.
That's right.
They just got search the scriptures and it's right there, right? So back in the article, right, it says, what are the origins of the crisis? We just read what's the origin of the crisis from the scriptures. Disobedience, right? But this is the political origin, right? It says, it is 7 years since Haiti held an election, almost 3 since the president, Jovenel Moïse, was assassinated, and more than a year since the last elected officials left office, and the return of democracy to Port-au-Prince still appears to be distant. It says Haiti's crisis can be traced directly to Moïse's assassination, but the roots go more deeper to the economic catastrophe caused by 2010 earthquake, the 29-year dictatorial rule of Papa Doc and Baby Doc Doliver, and even to the grotesque impact of the vast reparations.
Yeah, and the most I don't go back on the board. Because every time they and this thing, until they do acknowledge how bad which on this side they ain't gonna do it. It's only the deck. Alright? That place, by the time it seems like something is gonna shine for them, is a damn shaking. Right there, or quick the magnitude was of Yahweh Shmi or Shai, and still this day they ain't get it.
That's right, that's right.
Right? There's a warning. Right?
Yeah.
It says they say what reparations are.
It says
Because
the grotesque impact of vast reparations, Haiti was forced to pay France.
Haiti was forced to pay France a lot of money. Yep. People in France living it up now, and look how the people in Haiti left suffering. You know, and it's just showing you how you saw Eden is wrong.
I remember it's the Frenchman.
Yeah.
That's why the dialect that is French.
Creole.
And a lot of people, they don't know the money that they had to pay was basically for their independence, right?
Because they fight for it and they say, no, you not fight for it, you not earn though. You gotta pay for this bike.
Yeah, kind right. Yeah, you got.
Yeah. So it says, read back the piece there. Haiti's crisis can be traced directly to Moïse's assassination, but the roots go much deeper to the economic catastrophe caused by.
Yeah, can Salakia, right? Just remember what I want to say, right? The term is emancipation,
Yeah.
right? Is transfer of ownership.
Yeah.
So not a slave master.
From private owners to
Government.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. The government now control the people, but they had to pay the private owners, which was the French, you know. And you know, those what actually happened when it was so-called free, you know.
Yeah.
Stop.